like that at once upon a time.
Yeah, I feel like it's an interesting one because if a team is stronger on one side and you get to have a good side, because the thing is like it is quite well and good to say if you have the mental fortitude, but the thing in reality people are affected by stuff, and it's we'll come back to this topic because I think it's actually one worthy of discussion. This is an awesome mid rush there from VP. And you can see that all the info is got, like, it's actually insane how much information they have. And Hero can't even run anywhere. This is brilliant from VP. It's absolutely phenomenal. They are just chasing them down everywhere. What a beautiful pistol round.
You are always juggling as a CT, giving up that first kill, but then also going for information. And mid is a great way to be able to maintain a huge advantage versus the other team on a pistol round, because you have like USPs, they're better at distance, and you get info right away as well. So sometimes mid peaks will cost you, but sometimes the information is worth it.
Hashtag worth. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. Broke with the force buy, they didn't get the bomb down, so they are just going for lift force. So very basic stuff here, and it is just on VP now not to get somehow wrecked by this, which seems to be happening quite commonly recently. Well, I feel like that is just always the thing. It's just CSGO, isn't it? Really. I mean, obviously lately what we're seeing is the CZs, the sort of CZ meta again. But people are really good at using the CZ now. Really, really good at it. And it's really damn strong.
This buy in particular, though, looks very unbalanced. Like it's CZs, like full armor. They're not saving any money. There's no one dedicated to buying grenades. They're not getting half armor and grenades, so they don't have that many outs. I can understand maybe like a couple of deagles, because those can really, you can even take out oppers with those things. But CZs, I think you do want them to be able to close a distance and without any utility.
Yeah. Yeah, someone has to take the sacrifice. That works though. Couple kills coming onto the bomb side, but the rotation is in fairly swiftly. VP now in a lot of trouble. They have two players coming from Banana though, so that's actually quite good. As you can see, that this position for Taz is pretty hard to deal with the crossfire, and you really need a grenade to be able to deal with this. Taz unable to do anything, and
that's it.
And that indeed, that's looking like it might just be it. But that's a great grenade there from the likes of Snacks, and all of a sudden now they're going to dive on top of the bomb here, see if they can get it done. Both players presenting themselves in the construction position, but looks like Pasha's just going to have to go for the hold here. It's a 10-second defuse. So he forces out Yugi, but he can't get the kill. That's very sad for Pasha. That's a lot of money that he just did not get. That's very sad.
Wow. And I mean, just trying to. Was talking about how it seemed like it wasn't going to work for Heroic being down 5v4 and not having much utility to work with at all, but they still managed to go 1-for-1 on the site. So good for them. That's kind of crazy. I feel like VP should have probably done a better job holding, but they did find an appropriate time to get in between a Molotov, wrap construction really quickly. Really wasted no time. Third round counter force. And VP playing all the usual spots. It was a 1v1, so it's a good opportunity.
So information for Yali there, just falling back. And it'd be cool to see more smokes from VP on these rounds, but never mind. 3 players towards B. VP sort of cheating one from the A positions. So VP with a good read at the moment. We'll see an information play made by, I believe, Modi with the Max 10 towards A. Actually, no, he doesn't go deep. I thought Modi would go quite deep here.
I think they're just using him for auditory cues and maybe just a late flank. But sometimes, like here, they pulled 4 rotates over to B. If he had pushed up to A, looked for a kill, well, right now he'd find there's an open site. Earlier, he may have just gotten 2 kills and held rotates.
It's time to go in here for the Heroic side. Good flashbangs coming in from VP, but they need to get the kills, and they've only got 1 so far. It might not be enough. There's 2 on the side, but still, in comes Stacks with a RA. Doesn't do anything, and looks like it's got to go down. So that's a round here, I think, for Heroic. VP don't have much to contest this, no kit. And Pasha is, he has 7 bullets. This is not a good look here for Pasha, for Pasha as well. Able to get a cheap kill in. It's pretty much all you can hope for. And he's going to try to pick up a CZ, which has 7 bullets. Combined, there is 8 bullets.
So I guess the nerf means something. We definitely see CZs run out of ammo completely quite often.
Yeah.
So if that affects how you shoot, how much ammo you consume.
That said, though, I mean, there are a lot of spots where you'll get the kill and then be able to pick up the gun, right? So, like, you just want that ability to get that one kill with the CZ. That's kind of, I think, where the controversy like surrounding the gun is in the fact that it is designed as an incredibly effective, like, one kill. Like you're very guaranteed. You can be very guaranteed like a single kill. And then that's the gun upgrade.
Yeah, you just come in like a hitman, get the kill, drop the gun. it's a disposable. It's kind of like what Banelings were in StarCraft 2, right? Like they die, but they're so effective.
Yeah.
They're worth investing in. And at the pro level, you know, every one kill is just.
What about spider mines?
Spider mines, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
The Banelings of.
I've never seen anything more annoying.
You were a Zerg player, right? Or
no, I was Protoss.
Oh, Protoss, okay. Oh, it's still very annoying.
Yeah, but you know, just watching, you know, your favorite player play against that.
Them Zealots. There was actually some awesome. I don't know why I'm reminded of this. I don't know if any StarCraft fans out there, but for some reason, it just reminded me of this awesome. There's like this sort of dubstep like rap that was made about Artosis and Tasteless, and it's amazing.
Oh, I haven't heard
and it's
it.
really old. It's about them casting GSL. It's really good. It's really awesome. I think the ASL finals happened recently, but I missed it. So I'm going to catch up on all the VODs. So no spoilers if you know what happened.
We should watch that together.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
How would one find this Tasteless Artosis dubstep rap?
I actually don't know. Like, I would have to do some Googling. I'm not sure how you would find that. Bunch of people on the internet may know.
It's true.
The old days. The old days of StarCraft 2. And, well, looks like we're going to get back into the action here with VP. They will have enough money now. We can start to see the AWPs coming in on the likes of Pasha, I would imagine. Oh, actually, the money's a bit too shy there for VP to have the full buy. They spent a bit too much money on previous rounds, which is always a sad shame that you see that happen, because like one less flashbang, one less incendiary, the fact that they don't have a kit, there's no helmets, right? These are issues. These are weaknesses that will be exploited by Heroic. Wow. Wow, Yugi going straight in there. He's going to try to find himself number 2. Almost does it as well. Neo very low. It's Snappy to follow up. And that's 2 very fast frags on the B's site. And VP are forced to go for hard rotation. Straight in there.
Just as you said it, this was, and yeah, now they're down to nothing. No kit to work with. Bombs, but yeah, planted. That was a good kill from Snacks. Insta-dink, it seemed like. 2v3. Some hope the late rotation is here. Pasha can clear oranges. No, maybe that there isn't someone new boxes they aren't peeking, but not for sure. But it's at this point they just no kit. This Molly is burning the rest of the time left they have to even stick it straight up.
Pasha just being such a nuisance.
Oh, that's cool. Just feign the defuse to bait someone holding it.
That's awesome. Gotta respect Pasha there. He's trying to be as annoying as he possibly can be. And they'll save 2 guns that they can actually, if they wanted to, they could buy in this round. I don't think that it's advisable, but they could do it. Like, you can drop 2 guns, 2 rifles, and yeah, they're gonna go for it.
Wow.
So again, it's not advisable, but they're gonna go for it.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. They do get 2 nade sets. I think they actually have more nades than they did last round almost somehow.
They do, yeah, and they have 2 kits this time as well.
think that's a much better position. If they could have had a buy similar to this last round, where they had more nades in. Okay, well.
That's a brilliant grenade from Nico.
Yeah.
Forces Snacks off the angle, peeks to get the frag. A, B, C. Beautiful stuff. It shows you just, why you should know your nades, why you should, tick all the boxes, where you should cross your T's, dot your I's, be diligent, be thorough, not be lazy.
Yeah, and definitely sometimes, you try to throw perfect pop flashes all the time. That's not the best thing. Sometimes you want to make your flash bounce for as long as possible, so it's hard to know when to turn as your opponent, and also gives you time to pull your gun out and peek. So there's certain situations like that where just kind of throwing a flash as hard as you can, if you will, makes more sense. Sometimes you want to run out and peek with your flash half blind because you know the player's going to turn.
That was actually really cool because you don't often see those flashes thrown in that way. So nice entry frag. Heroic look undeniable in this round. Their T side is looking rather strong. Good entry frags. Taz not really in a spot where he can do too much. Really would have loved a crossfire there, but his teammates are all dead, of course. So in goes Bialy on the rotation. But I would imagine with the limited expectations here. Chicken knows what's up. Chicken doing some reading.
Did you know you could press E on chickens and they'd follow you? Did we talk about that? I didn't. I learned that like last month.
I've known that for forever.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. Unfortunately, I think you're just very late to the.
I was just never casual.
The chickens,
that's
man.
all. Never a casual player.
You just think your head is just just thinking about greater things.
40 chess.
Yeah. So another round for Heroic. And the question really is when the momentum will stop for them, because it looks really smooth at the moment. And VP, the problem is that VP have sort of been buying themselves into sort of bad options. That's another issue that's sort of allowed Heroic to be able to get this far. Like that previous buy, imagine if they save, and then in this round they can have an AWP, they can have all the grenades. They're going to take some of these angles completely differently, and they'll have the ability to have better setups overall. So VP are kind of hamstringing themselves to a degree.
Absolutely. I think that if you can afford to wait around to get an AWP and then a full set of grenades, you can at least find out if you can win on a real buy. Wow, that nade did over 50% of Bialy's HP. How is that possible?
That's
he has
nuts.
full armor.
Yeah, that's insane. That's actually unbelievable. Did he just swallow the grenade? What happened? Like, that's insane. Anyway, he goes for the peek with a flash. It's not going to work out. That's the only rifle gone from VP now. It's the only rifle gone. It's hard saved rifle. Poor Bialy. Anyway. Neo's collected it. Much to the despair of the chickens, it would seem. Pasha waits patiently. Heroic again, they're moving well as a unit at the moment. I'm enjoying watching Heroic. Oh no. The CZs, man, they're dangerous. We saw Twist from Liquid actually get like a 4K on the A bomb site with one magazine. Is it clip or magazine? Magazine.
Magazine, yeah.
With one magazine.
That was unbelievable.
And 4 guys are dead. That's insane. That's probably the best CZ highlight I've seen actually in the last couple months.
Yeah, I don't think I'm afraid to say that might be the best CZ clip I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, in this iteration of the CZs, it has to be perhaps maybe the best sort of clutch.
It was nuts. It was nuts. Okay, there it is. 2 ops, the rifles, the utility, the kits, the hope. They have a chance. Now, here they win. If they lose, they can. I think that maybe it's like when you in school. Maybe we'll talk about this after.
Oh my God, that's all Christmas Snacks. Oh, okay, that's Bialy. Can't hold your horses. Oh my God, I thought that was for a moment there Snacks, because it's Snacks. You look at his name, and it's like, well, he's probably going to be insane. Anyway. The pressure does come in from Heroic at the same time as the apps. A much better round from VP here. And surprise, surprise, it's because they have a full buy. That said, the bomb will still go down on the A site, so Heroic have done well to recover in that sense, but it's going to be tough to hold on to this. VP have all the time in the world. They've got a decent selection of grenades. A lack of incendiaries, though. That's a tag. Has been spotted. That's a really good shot there. Although he is taken down, but they should surely know where Snappy is. It's a fairly common position, and Stacks gets a good peek. The AWP is the ideal weapon for that duel, and that's around for VP. And again, the full buy round looks so different to all the other rounds, and you're just wondering to yourself, why did they not just allow themselves to get to the full buy sooner?
Yeah, and I don't know if this is their mentality, but it's kind of like when you're in school, if you get a D but you didn't study too hard, you can't get mad at yourself.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I love that actually. That's awesome. That's a very good analogy. I like it.
Yeah, I hope that's not what they were doing, but who knows? Maybe subconsciously. Maybe it's all subconscious. They didn't actually pick up the second off blitz. They had. Oh wow.
S-Tag, man, he's having a great day. Oh my god.
I think you have him underrated.
I am definitely underrating S-Tag. Pasha in for the defense on quad, shut down though, and with S-Tag going absolutely ham towards Banana, there's not much of a rotation here. You got Neo, that's it.
So I have a big problem with the way they play that round. I saw a couple of teams do this where they'll go for a banana control with a molly or two, but then they'll push out in front of it without a bottom banana smoke. So anybody's at steps, they have that wall to work on, like this. He could have been smoked out. They could have taken banana control, cleared out logs and everything, sectioned it out properly, and compartmentalize the situation, as opposed to fight anybody on banana, as well as anybody who wants to come back to mid to fight banana, which is like, why would you put yourself in that position? So I think I'm much more of a fan of carpet mollies on banana, throw a couple heat grenades at logs, and then throw bottom banana smoke. Wait till all of that settles. If someone's at top banana, they're probably hurt. Kill that guy, take control of banana, then you have it. So I think you get the same desired effect, the same amount of money, if you just throw the nades and wait for a second.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Good shot. That's a very good shot. Anti-Eco's going fairly well so far for Heroic. Nothing too untoward has happened. Water's great, isn't it? Water's
very relaxing.
It's relaxing. Love a good water feature myself.
No calories, though.
No calories.
It's unfortunate.
There's calories in the fish, it's fine. And also the lily pads and so on. Anyway, Neo. What's going on here? I don't know why we're talking about this. Neo trying his best. It's an eco round. Madness is expected and required. And we're delivering. I'm delivering at least. I think you're pretty level-headed as normal. I'm the only mad one here.
Bringing the hype.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Heroic. They found such a good timing for the reset round. Honestly, it's nuts. It's actually like the perfect moment to get a reset in. It really is.
Yeah, this doesn't get more ideal than that.
It is so perfect. And the problem for me now is that VP are going to be sort of committed, perhaps into, at least they're going to feel this way, that they should be getting buys. They're going to be, sort of forcing out buys in spots where they won't be. So basically, they won't be able to get a good 4-buy again. I don't think we'll see another round where VP have a proper 4-buy.
Yeah, because you get to, and I assume you're saying that because you get to a scoreline like 10-2, and then you think, well, we need rounds.
We need rounds, yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, we may get one good buy out of them, maybe one like this next round. If they do a proper half buy now, then they'll be able to do so. But let's see. Look, they're actually thinking about it. So they're thinking about maybe going for it.
Oh, you know what?
And they could with UMPs. It's fine, but again, it's really the entire problem for them.
I think they spend between $800 and $2,000 on a couple of these people, and then they have the buy up next round.
Have the 1 4-buy. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for as well.
Your offer save completely. That's it. Everyone will spend a bit of money. Looks like Neo's got a smoke and a deagle.
I mean, if you're on the terrorist side, you can always sort of be like, all right, let's have one guy, who's got the most money, maybe full buy, and then do something funky. Like you can always do that on the T side, but on the CT side, you're honestly very limited. Oh, they've gone for all the smokes. I love this. Oh, nice grenade from S-Tag. It's been killing it, man. S-Tag's absolutely murdering it.
He's
So
a nutter,
Sugi.
dude.
He's
Sleeping on it, Dan.
bananas. I think I have been. I'm sorry.
Sleeping.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. This is good. This is good. So, VP's entire strategy in this round is to create incredible amounts of delay from Heroic with the smoke grenades. That's how this sort of goes. Some teams really struggle with dealing with smokes on anti-ecos.
It's terrifying.
Heroic have completely they've owned this one. They've sorted it out, and they've got themselves on the side straight away. It's not worked against Heroic, but against we still in North America, we use CLG as an example, and Ghost as well to a lesser extent, are the teams that do struggle a bit, like noticeably, with this kind of a buy from VP. But Heroic, they nailed it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. Some teams are so intent on getting information that they won't leave until they have the opportunity to like clear stuff out further before they pick a site. And you can really freak those teams out by either smoking B off over and over again or mid over and over again. And on the other side of the smokes, there's not really a best site to play. If you come and refresh the smokes today but constantly rotating the guy out to B, there's no real way for the other team to find out. If they keep respecting the smokes, time ticks down to a point where it just gets really scary and
You're forced.
force them to make a decision.
Yeah, you're forced to just run in and not be able to do stuff properly.
Force to run in or just blindly pick the other site, and you don't want to look stupid.
I think that's probably the best way to put it. That's where all the problems come from, like the fear of looking stupid. Because, for example, if you do try to push and take an entry, even with a Mag 10, you could look really stupid if you lose that fight. Oh, you lost the fight against Pistols. Now your team's in a really awful spot. No one wants to give up that first frag.
This is perfect, except
What is that? What is that there?
how did that even happen?
How did that get up there? That's crazy.
I think maybe the physics, maybe it went to the roof somehow.
Maybe it's Pasha threw it, and he's just too strong, man. He's too strong. He's threw it. He doesn't know his own strength.
That might have been a bit risky for Pasha. Got the opening kill and then pushed it. It's hard to say. He probably saw a good opportunity.
Wow, what a decisive round here from Heroic, just barreling into the A site, really fast pace. They've completely crushed it in this round as well. My God, that pace was blindingly quick. I mean, they saw the investment on Banana, and presumably they went for they understood to go for the counterplay, which is if you see all the grenades there on Banana at the start of the rounds, essentially it really heavily implies that there's 3 CTs there at the start of the round. So if you go for a very fast timing towards A, obviously they're light to one player. So you get a counter timing to counter strat essentially.
Yeah, that is the gamble that can always work. Is you either, I mean, the only thing that's bad, kind of the worst of both worlds, is when you pick one site and you take too long to take it. So pick a site early, commit to it. That's one kind of round, and another is that you take long enough to really clear everything out, give the CTs a hard time, burn all their grenades, all that stuff. And right there, I think they had threatened Virtus Pro and Banana too many times. They knew that they'd overstack it. There it is. See, so see 100 damage dealt to the terrorists before Virtus Pro even fought yet. If they did that on a previous round and then fought with guns, I think they would have had a better time.
It's good how committed Snappy was there to actually getting some action as well. Picks up a kill, really forced the situation. And that's 2 kills now for Heroic. So again, pretty smooth. Although Taz could be the bump in the road with that Deagle. Does go down eventually, but he's done enormous damage. The health here very low, but still Heroic with the round. Yet to falter, 11-2, and indeed, VP, we were fearful that they would only get one good buy potentially, but this is the second one since the reset, like proper buy. And if you think about it in that way, it's actually kind of insane.
Yeah, and before that they weren't making good economic decisions.
I think they had one good buy before that. Yeah. So in total, like 3 good buys in the half.
They're not allowing themselves to win.
Yes, they're definitely not allowing it to be easy, or, at the very least. Whoa, hello. That's you'd love to see that. And that's a strange one. From beyond the grave, Neo strikes, and Yugi goes down as well. So some hope here for VP, and again, around where they have a full buy, and again they have an advantage.
Hey, would you look at that?
Would you? It's what a coincidence. Indeed, it's you wish that they would have done it more, but they'll have to make do with. I mean, the best case is 2 more rounds. That's a grim outlook. Good grenades here from VP to make this hard. Oh my God, Modi gets himself 2 straight away. I don't know how that happened.
What?
Did he get a? I don't know, man. That's insane. They must have been lined up in some way for Modi there.
That was skill-based.
Skill-based. Well, it's a retake. A very, very doable retake here for VP as they start to march in, looking to split the site. Pasha coming in with the AWP, a player in a great off angle. Snappy, what a beautiful off angle there from Graveyard. That is devious. Absolutely cunning stuff there from Snappy. And Biali realizes, he recognizes that this is getting quite difficult, though. That kill onto Snappy will perhaps make things a bit easier, but there's no time. Simply no time.
What's he gonna do? Is there the op? No.
Just wanted to.
That's interesting. Just wanted to live it right on the edge.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Let's do
imagine
some research since we're gonna lose anyway.
Imagine if he died there. That would have been embarrassing, man.
Yes.
Would have been very embarrassing.
What is that?
What? No. Oh, so we see Snacks is right behind. Oh my God.
I don't know.
So he somehow headshot him through the side of the pillar and killed the other guy. Insane. Trade there, again, not favorable here for the DT side.
Why did he just... Oh, I mean, he was going to push with his teammate, but no one was even blind up in it.
Great flash. And again, Heroic finds super easy entries against VP on these all these rounds. Where VP don't have a buy. When they don't have orbs, they get wrecked. Every round VP have had orbs, which has been 3. They've gotten the early round advantage every time. Heroic style, though, without having to face orbs, is looking really good. Taz in a classic position here on the side. Playing the pillar really effectively. This is the reason why it's good. It's a good position.
Ooh, that's a little... Oh, ow. That's a little bit of an awkward fight when you're standing on the box and you have to shoot over... Just over the stone.
Yeah, it was I think, executed fairly well by Mr. Taz. That's a tank straight in there again with a 3K. 16 kills for Yugi, though. He's actually over S-Tank's scoreline. So really well done by Heroic, just hitting the numbers across the board here for the 13-2. That's a gigantic scoreline. And one VP are going to really be very hard-pressed to replicate.
I see Jose on the scoreboard. Assume that's Peacemaker.
Jose. All right, well, Banana Rush from VP, perhaps? Or do they go back? I guess they're going to test the waters, as it were.
In NA, we call this Rock in the Cradle.
Oh, right, I see. Because you go backwards and forwards. Right, that makes sense. Wow.
To complete the strat, though, every time you get a kill, you go back to the other side.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Pistol strats are really fun. They're really fun. Like, around the worlds are really good as well. It's like, don't plant the B, just keep going around and around until everyone's dead.
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet's 9, man. Taz is in a pretty awesome position there. That's a great smoke from the CT, so that's going to force Taz out of the position as they start to pressure the bomb. Snacks, though, not in a good spot. It's going to be down to Taz trying to take the jewel here against Yugi. Yugi, though, confidently running up to him, just getting the body shots in, and that's going to be enough to win the round. And my God, the worst has happened for VP. The worst has happened.
I like that Yugi ran for the stairs. That was pretty much the best thing that he could do, knowing that he'd have to Taz would eventually peek over the top of the stairs, but if he didn't push up at all, Taz would have a much more favorable angle. Just kind of like squeeze him out like toothpaste, you know? Squeeze him out the top. So you get squeezed out. Toothpaste.
Oh my god, that's actually amazing. I actually really like that. Oh wow. Well, it's the 4 spies. Basically, every round will be 4 spy from VP at this point. Hope you like 4 spies. Heroic playing it sensibly here. They got the UMPs, they got the utility. VP locked down by the smokes. Looking to push into B. It's going to be interesting. I wonder what setup we got here for. So S-Tag's up on the first orange's position.
VP are quiet, but it seems like they're aware, and they have bracket control, so I think they're more in tune with how to use their nades over a banana. I don't know if we can. He was on one way. I think it was a lineup.
Ooh, that's nice. Here they come. The P's are rushing in. They lost a man, and they'll trade a man. They're all even, all squared up with Heroic now. S-Tag will have to try to survive. It's all about delay for S-Tag. It's all about delay. What can he get here? Well, he's going to instantly go down in perhaps the quickest fashion possible. Snappy. Oh, he's been undiscovered here. And the flash lyric gets the kill, but one was planted, and that looks like it could be the round here for VP. Molly's way too weak. So Launders, I don't know that that we can, in good conscience, call it first orange and second oranges anymore.
Why is that?
There's no oranges, man.
What fruit is it then?
It's not even like an orange color. It's yellow. So presumably, I mean,
antiquated calls. Well, what do you want to call it then?
What do you call this? Send us tweets.
Cylindrical tower.
What do you guys think would be an amazing name for these positions to
First
replace first
silos?
That's ugly.
Isn't it?
It's ugly. First oranges is nice.
Yeah.
How do you live up to that? Just tweet us if you have any ideas. Hashtag ECS4, please. Thanks. So recruit all of your creative minds.
But then you've also got to explain your call to people in matchmaking.
That's true. That's why it has to just make sense.
Yeah.
But also feel good.
And you also have to assume that they're the person that doesn't know the call.
Yeah.
You have to make them feel really, like when you fart in an elevator standing beside someone, you have to look at them really straight. Like, why'd you just fart?
Yeah. Oh man.
Until they believe it.
Do you do that? Oh wow. That's
until they believe it.
Until they believe it.
Direct eye contact.
That is kind of evil, man. You're like really instilling that level of self-doubt to people. That's kind of cruel.
If we didn't learn from Jim Jones, what was the point of him?
Oh man. Perception
is more important than reality.
Perception is everything. That's true. That's so true. Perception is everything.
Don't ever own up.
That's like one of those quotes where like perception is everything, which I think is like one of those ones that I sort of burn into my memory because I think it's actually one of the most useful ones because it's very true. It's very sad, but it's a sad sort of truth about the world.
It is sad, isn't it?
It's a depressing truth. It means, well, it's
always and the context that we always use that quote into.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It is usually in a negative within a negative connotation, for sure. Yeah.
It's just like to remind people what real life is like out in the streets.
Out in the streets. You from the streets? You like the streets? You man the streets?
Sesame Streets.
Sesame Streets.
Keep it PG.
Sesame Street. That's a good street.
I think they actually took the show off the air because they had a bunch of costumed characters playing in the street, and they didn't want that. Yeah, I think that's why they took it off the air.
They think it would encourage more costume characters in the.
They encourage kids to play in the streets, but I don't think there's a problem with that at all.
I just think that should not be. You shouldn't be afraid of that.
Exactly.
Why do we?
That's the real problem.
Launders, why do we live
in
fear, Launders? Why do we live in fear?
I mean, Alex Jones would tell you it's because of pedophilic vampires, but I don't know. My answer is.
That is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
They're turning the frogs gay.
That's pretty insane. Right, so VP looking to bust Banana. banana. But there may be a surprise in store here. We got 3 players on the setup. Nice. Oh, I was about to say nice pop flash. I was ready to compliment.
Caught someone off guard.
And the flash is not going to do much. Snappy gets the kill. The great Molotov there, but it's a little bit too slow to catch those guys. And I wonder if Neo will realize that there's still a player left here, because it really did look like they were able to escape. 2-man setup in apps. Heroic, man. They've got setups for days. It's been working out pretty well. Neo's the only one to really respond here so far, and he is responding. That is a response, man.
Can I get a 1.6 spam in the chat?
That is great. That's fantastic. But Nico's lurking with an AK. And the bomb is not down yet. If he's able to catch...
He should walk through this.
Oh, man, it's Snax. He's the guy with full health as well. This is perfect for Nico. Nico gets perfect timing on Snax. The bomb is yet to be planted. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is insane. This is very doable for Nico. Oh, the timing is so unbelievable. That was really, really close. Walking the razor's edge right there, those 2 players. First bullet wins. Nico with the clutch, and Heroic with an unlikely round.
Never respect a smoke like that. There's no way that he knew that he was going to be that close to Halls. So Nico's like, okay, he's throwing the smoke so he doesn't have to worry about it for a second, because he really needs to clear a lot of other stuff and help his team make it to the site. So good opportunity, especially in the 1v2 where you need to make something happen. What a kill!
I thought there was the lineup. I thought the double was coming.
It was good enough.
It was still good.
Yeah.
It was still very good.
I think he might have just shot the wrong guy.
Wait, did he actually get the collateral damage?
I don't. I looked at that, but oh, maybe he did.
I think he may have done, because it really did look like a lineup. Pioli taking some heat as well. He's trying to get something going with that CZ, but smoked off on Banana and smoked off on top mid. Right now, VP are constricted. They're being suffocated by Heroic, the Danish boa constrictor, suffocating the bear's neck. That imagery, that's pretty cool. That'd be awesome actually, for like a little cartoon.
You should draw it.
I should draw that.
I'll retweet it.
I'm not very artistic, unfortunately.
It's something you're.
I'm okay, but nothing great.
Well, all skills must be honed.
That's true. We must develop mastery. Oh, it's a book recommendation here, but I'll hold off. We have a forward smoke here. This is always an interesting one. You can see the T starting to creep out towards the construction area. And just slowly but surely, VP are just getting decimated here. Heroic are playing... They're playing the passive style in a very good way here. They're really making it very difficult for VP to just push. Look how deep Snax has to go for a kill. He's got to go so deep on a bomb site for a kill.
No time. Good game.
Oh, that's it, isn't it? Yep, it's it. VP will suffer a horrible defeat at the hands of the mighty Danes. The Vikings come through a